Hey there, welcome to Exploration Wellness. We've been looking at the multi dimensions of wellness and the tools that may be used to add to our wellness tool belt. I like to have an array of things to pull on as needed per situation and or dimension of wellness that I'm working on. So, we've looked at controlled breathing. Did you do any practicing? I hope so. Today, I want to share another technique for practicing controlled breathing and explain a bit more about what happens when our protective reactive brain gets flipped or triggered. This model is the work of Dr. Dan Siegel. In this model, you're thinking of the fist as the brain. The front of the closed fist is the front of your head, the back of the closed fist, the back of your head. The wrist is the spinal cord. When I open my hand, the palm is the reptilian brain, responsible for primal needs such as hunger, thirst, etc., as well as our automatic routines. When I place my thumb over the palm, this represents the limbic system, our protective, reactive brain that is triggered with perceived threat. When I close my fists, the fingers represent our prefrontal cortex, the rational thinking part of the brain that allows us to problem solve and maintain emotional balance, among other things. When something occurs that activates that reactive part of the brain flips, and we no longer are connected into our rational thinking. The result is our fight, flight, or freeze response. Now, a lack of sleep, hunger, or an incident that incites a big emotion can result in the brain flipping its lid. When a person has a trauma history, especially a complex trauma history, which just means multiple traumatic experiences over time, the person is more prone to flipping their lid, even with seemingly minor stressors. Controlled breathing is the route to calming our reactive brain, thus allowing our thinking brain to come back online. We reviewed controlled breathing by taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling a bit longer out of the mouth. Now, I want to demonstrate another way to practice controlled breathing that involves counting. For some, maybe you, the counting is an additional way to ground yourself in the moment. I will say, for me, not so much. I find the counting distracting, but to each their own. The premise is simple. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. And then exhale out of your mouth for 8 seconds. Now, please note, the absolute time you spend on each count here really doesn't matter. So don't get caught up or overwhelmed with the numbers. Ultimately, what you're really wanting is to just have your exhale longer than your inhale. If you're so inclined, practice with me. Find yourself a comfortable position. Breathe in for 4, hold for 7, exhale out of your mouth for 8. Again, breathe in for 4, hold for 7, exhale out of your mouth for 8. Remember, learning a new skill takes practice. So practice daily and practice often. As you're going about your day and the thought occurs to you, take a deep breath. If this is resonating with some part of you, I hope that you'll like and subscribe and continue with me on this journey. And if you know someone that you think this may help, please share. We'll see you soon.